Hi, I'm Engine Cadet Gealon.
And I'm Engine Cadet Abuyabor.
And I'm Engine Cadet Gervacio.
And I'm Engine Cadet Viarino.
I'm Engine Cadet Olalo.
And we are the Outsen.
So right now, we'll be talking about heat and temperature. So what is heat? Heat is the total energy of the motions of the molecules of the substance. Whereas temperature refers to the measures of the average energy of the motions of the molecules in a substance. To make it clear, heat is an energy form. Wherever a body absorbs heat, it becomes hotter. And when it releases heat, it becomes colder. The impact of heat in a body is called temperature. In other words, heat causes temperature. We can relate it to convection process. So what is this called convection process? Convection is the mode of heat transfer which occurs mostly in liquid and gases. In this method, heat transfer takes place within the actual motion of matter from one place within the body to the other body.
So I'm gonna tackle about forces and motion. So what is forces and motion means? First, force is any kind of push and pull of an object. Let us look at few keys of these forces. So gravity pulls an object towards each other, like keeping us on the ground. So friction. Friction resists motion between surfaces. In contrast, allowing us to walk without slipping. So tension. Tension transmitted through a string or rope when pulled together like a game of tug-of-war. Lastly, normal force. The force that is exerted by a surface like a chair holding you up. So now, for motion. Newton's first law states that an object at rest stays at rest and an object stays in motion unless acted upon by a force. Did you know that in space, subjects in motion keep moving in straight line at a constant speed unless acted by a force? This is due to Newton's first law of motion, also known as law of inertia.
Equilibrium. So what is equilibrium? Equilibrium is a state of balance with a system where all competing influences are equal, resulting in no net change over time. The word equilibrium has a root in the Latin word libra, which means weight or balance. State of balance. Equilibrium occurs when all acting forces or influences in a system are balanced, leading to stability. No net change. In an equilibrium state, there is no overall change in the system's condition, even if internal process continue. Equilibrium indicates a state where there is no tendency for change and any small disturbances will be counteracted by forces restoring the original balance.
Discuss fluid statics. So what is fluid? Fluids are substances that can flow and take the shape of their container, like liquids and gases. We'll focus on liquids as they are incompressible and their study in static state is simpler. Fluid statics is the study of fluids at rest. Now, let's delve deeper. One key concept in fluid static is pressure. Pressure in a fluid at rest increases with depth. This is known as hydrostatic pressure. The pressure at a certain depth in a fluid is given by the equation pressure equals P times G times H, where P is the density of the liquid, G is the acceleration of gravity, and H is the height of the liquid. Buoyancy is the upward force exerted by a fluid on a submerged object. According to Archimedes' principle, the buoyant force of an object is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. So an object will float if the buoyant force is greater than its weight, and it will sink if its weight is greater than the buoyant force. An object will remain suspended if the two forces are equal. So this is why both will float, though they are made of materials denser than water. Their shape ensures they displace enough water to create a buoyant force equal to their weight.
Measurements is the quantification attributes of an object or event, which can be used to compare with the other objects or events. In other words, measurements is the process of determining how large and small a physical quantity in the compared to the physics reference quantity of the same kind. Measurements is a collective branch that consists of the units of measurements, rules, and formulas to determine the measurement parameters such as area, volume, length, perimeter surface area, time, and etc. It can be defined as the process of qualification length, weight, capacity, and other such as quantities. Trivia. The tallest building since 2010 is located in Dubai, which called Burj Khalifa, and it has been classified as megatall. It measures 2,717 feet. The total of the Crown Regency, which is the tallest building in the province, is 5 times